Exactly is fear? This is like one of the most common thing that everybody goes through. Even I go through from time to time, and we will be going through from time to time, sooner or later, all across our life. And it's totally normal. What exactly is the fear, and how to get around it so that you find your path and you create the world that you want to be part in or get what you want? Well, exactly the fear is in the future. Sorry, the fear is in the past. There is no fear right now. If there is a fear right now, you wouldn't be coming across this content and you wouldn't be consuming this content. So there is no fear in the present moment. Fear is actually created from your past experiences, from the past things, maybe from the past memories, or maybe from the people who have told you something, heard about something. Again, people, situation, everything outside of you is a mirror reflection of you. Nobody can tell you something that's not started within you first. It's a very deep thing when you understand that whatever people are saying, it's there within you. Like if somebody is telling you don't go that path, there is a fear. That means there is a fear within you first. There is a thing going inside within you first, and that's why it's projecting on the screen via some other person, and that's why they are coming to you and telling you. If that fear is gone within you, then nobody outside of you can tell you about it, because that fear is no longer there inside of you, so it cannot show on the screen at all. So fear is based on your past experiences, on your past memories, and it's actually projecting in the future. Now future is non-existential because you can't see future. There is no future. The only thing is we have is in the present moment. The power is in only the present moment. There is no past. If I take down your memories, then there is no past. The past is only in your mind. If I take all the past memories, all the mind memories, then there is literally no past. You're a brand new computer. And the fear is for the future which doesn't really exist here right now, which is not here, which gonna happen. But 99% of the cases, the fear is just a reflection. It's just one way to see or perceive the things. That's it. Like there are two sides of the same coin. So there are so many sides to see, like so many angles to see one particular thing. And fear is just one angle. And it's not existential unless you give power to it. So that's the basic definition of the fear, about the fear. Now, how to navigate it? Understand, when you start with the self help journey, you start with the spirituality, manifestation, all that jazz. You start with the techniques, strategies, and methods, affirmations, scripting, visualizing, whatever. You put the positive stuff inside. You talk about self talk, positive self talk, all those positivity. The negativity has to come out, it has to come on the surface. And that's why oftentimes before you see the good things happening for you, you see very very worst opposite things happening in the 3D. Because when you put the positivity inside, the negativity has to come out. And oftentimes this negativity is projecting onto the screen, and it's actually reflecting on the 3D because it was there inside of you. And that's where a lot of the people freak out. They're like, I've been manifesting for years, for months, for days, whatever, and why the opposite is showing up? Understand, this opposite was there within you before that. And since you started with this journey, so positivity is increasing, so negativity, the fears, doubts, insecurities has to come on the surface for them to leave you. So they are coming on the surface in this format, and that's why the opposite things shown up. That's why the worst things are happening in the 3D, and then you are freaking out and you're like, what the heck is going on? I don't know how to switch around with this thing. Well, the thing is that do not react. Understand that this thing that is projecting outside of you, the opposite things that's happening outside of you is actually mirroring inside of you. That means the negative inside of you is coming out, and it's a great news that the negativity is coming out and you can see for what it is and let it go. If you engage with that, if you're actually entertain that, or communicate with that, or give it any meaning, negative meaning, then it's gonna persist. So just see for what it is, just see for whatever it is telling you and let it go. Understand that it's just there to show you the surface, that hey, you want to attract a partner, but this is something negative going inside your head, so we are showcasing you negative so you can actually see for what it is and decide whether you want to go with that or you want to let it go and release it. So that's why the opposite things happening. So do not panic if it is happening. Keep on persisting in what you want to manifest or what you are manifesting, and do not react to that negativity. Because the more you react, the more it persists, the more it creates resistance. We need to dissolve the resistance by not even reacting it, for seeing for it is, and not engaging and entertaining with that at all, not bothered by that at all, and let it go. And that's what the fear is. The fear is the same thing. Sometimes the fear manifests in the 3D, sometimes it doesn't manifest, it's there in your head. You're like, what if this thing gonna happen? What if this negative gonna happen? What if I'm gonna fail? What if the people will going to laugh at me? What if I'm gonna end in the prison? What if I'm gonna be end in the some isolated planet? What if I'm gonna be eaten up by some wild animal? Well, that's just the fear. That's just the fear. See for what it is and do not engage with that. See for what it is. Okay, it's a fear. It's a fear. And since I create my reality, so I can create fear or I can create fearless. What one you choose? I can create love or I can create lack. I can create abundance or I can create lack. So I can create my fear or I can simply not create a fear. So I choose what I want to create. So if I choose to engage with the fear, then yes, I'm creating it. But if I'm like, okay, whatever I see for it is, and okay, this is a fear. This is not reality. The fear is not reality. The fear is not the truth. It's just one option in the buffet. When you go to a restaurant or you go to a buffet, there are so many different options. No food can come on the plate until you allow or you put that food on your plate. Likewise, the fear is like an option in the buffet. It cannot come on your plate until you choose to put that fear on the plate. So see that as an option and choose what you want, and let the fear will going to die away soon. So that what is the fear is. The fear is not even real. It's a mythical concept, you can call it in that way. It's not real. The moment you decide and you choose, you know what, this is not real. This is just in my head. This is just in my mind. And since I create my reality, so I can create the fear or I can create fearless situation. I choose what I want to create. The fear is not choosing what I'm going to create. The fear is not going to create itself unless I choose to create it. And when you just think it that way, that a lot of the things make sense. For example, if you are doing something crazy, something you never done it before, and all your family members, your parents, your teachers, or your friends, or your siblings, whatever, are telling you something fearful, come on, guys, that's the fear is there within you. And that's why you're projecting on the screen and the people are showcasing you around you that fear because it's there inside of you. And since you go out and choose to do something extraordinary, get out of your comfort zone, so the fear has to come on the surface for you to see for what it is and then let it go. Because it cannot persist in the fearless situation. A fear cannot persist in the fearless situation. So for it has to go out. And that's why when it goes out, often time it manifests in the 3D in the terms of opposite situation happening, and then you see for what it is and let it go, and it's gonna go away. It's not gonna be there with you because it's just showcasing that there is something going around inside of you about this thing, and that's why it manifests. Or sometimes it don't even manifest, it's just in your mind, and you're like, you know what, I can create this fear or I can create what I want. So I choose to focus on creating what I want, and you see for what it is. Moment the fear comes in your mind, you remind yourself, you know what, we are not going in this direction, we are going in this direction because I want to create this. So moment it's come up, hey, you don't have money, hey, you have to earn every penny, then you're like, come on, wait a second, that's my fear. I don't need to earn my penny. Having money is my birthright. Being rich is my birthright. Yes, that's the truth. Because you are abundance, because you are the source, you are the universe. So if you are the source, then what else you need? What else you need? So you can create the abundance or you can create the lack. The choice is yours. So money is my birthright. I don't need to earn it. I don't need to go out and ask people to pay me for a service or a job or whatever. No, it's going to come to me because I am the source. I am the abundance. I am creating the reality. So if I create the reality that the money has to come and flow into my life, then it's going to come anyway. Even if the fear is coming, you're like, sorry, we are not going with the fear, and you pull yourself back again into the things that you're going, onto the road you're going through the self talk. And I do it with a strict mental diet, especially when I have a lot of the fears going around on a particular subject. I focus on strict mental diet. The moment a negative thought or a fear is coming inside my head, I turn around and put it into the positive one. And then I see for what it is and literally let it go. Of course, it can be a hard way to do that, but that works for me, and that's what I believe in, because identity shifts can happen within seconds. Quantum jump happen within seconds. But for it to happen, you got to be ready for it. You got to be prepared for it. And it's okay if you're taking your time, but once you're like, you know what, everything exists right now. The version of me that already have what I want exists right now. I don't need to create it. I just need to mimic the behavior. I just need to mimic the frequency by choosing it, by aligning myself with that, and by seeing the fear for what it is and letting go. The moment I do it, it's gonna go and the 3D has to change. That's the basic jam. Hopefully you get something out of it. Let me know. Give this video a big thumbs up, consider subscribing, and don't forget to check out my courses about manifesting, attracting relationship, and feminine energy, masculine energy course, along with the female self-care planner. Links are in description. Thank you so much for tuning this video. See you the next time. Bye bye.